Hi, welcome back to Spoon-Fed Fitness. I'm John. Today we're in the kitchen because I'm going to show you how to make a very quick, easy breakfast when you're in a rush in the morning. So here we go, let's get on with it. This is a really simple breakfast. All you need is some vegetables, and I've chosen a tomato, a couple of eggs, some beans. I'm just using some, a little bit like the big white beans. And in that bag, there's some chopped up prepared garlic that I keep in my freezer. And also in the tub at the back, I've got some mixed spices. So let's get on. I'm going to keep the camera aimed down here because this is what you need to see. I've got the heat on, a medium heat. I'm just going to chop the tomato. I'm going to start with the tomato. I like it chunky. I like it chunky. So I'm going to chop it into some nice big chunks just while the heat's going. As you can see, it's very simple, but we want to get some fresh vegetables in the morning when we eat. Now we're just going to add a little bit of butter. Okay, so we've got some butter. I like to cook with butter. Okay, it in no way will make you gain weight. Butter is good for you. It's got some really protective qualities. It also makes you feel fuller for longer. So the butter's going, and all we're going to do, we're just going to drop the tomatoes in there. Okay, so we're going to let the tomatoes go in. They're going to cook one side. The other side, I'm going to put these beans. So while that's cooking away, we're going to mix up the eggs. We're going to leave it warming up for about 2 to 3 minutes. That's all you need. And then we're going to add the eggs into the mix, and then it's done. It's that simple. So while you're waiting, make yourself a cup of coffee or a green tea or something like this, and within no time you'll have your breakfast. So here we are, we're cooking away nicely. It's been cooking for about a minute. And remember, you don't really even need to cook any of this food. You can eat it raw. But we've just added the butter, and everything is just starting to soften up a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is, see, this garlic is already chopped. I keep it in the freezer, and I can just drop it in there, drop the garlic in. Now I've got one of these, which is a masher, because I'm going to mash these beans up. But while I'm doing that, before I do that I should say, let's just quickly drop the eggs into this cup. 1, 2, I tend to use 2 eggs every day. There's no link with eating eggs and increasing your cholesterol or heart disease or anything like this. Just make sure your eggs are as fresh as you can get. What you can do, you could mash all this up together if you want. I actually quite like my tomatoes whole, so I'm going to take those out. So I'm just going to get them out of here nice and quickly. Obviously I'm doing this a little bit quicker for you. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil at the end. I'm going to turn that heat off now. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. Olive oil, very good for you. Okay, and I'm just going to mash them up. You see that? I'm just mashing them up. And then all I do here, I just add a little bit of spice. No problem there. I'm going to turn this heat back on now. I'm just going to mix this in. So now I've got like well, apart from a mess, I've got a nice mash, like when you make mashed potato. Okay, and obviously you can, what we're going to do now, we're just going to put this onto the plate. Okay, get rid of all these little bits, put them on the plate. Put it back on the heat. I'm going to take a little bit more butter, drop that in. Should be nice and hot already. Going to melt the butter in the pan. Then all we're going to do is drop the eggs in. So look, that's taken about a couple of minutes, and obviously we've been talking a bit. It can be quicker than this. So as you can see, the eggs are cooking away. I'm just going to turn them into scrambled. You can make omelettes, you can do whatever you want. There we go, that's scrambled now. Mix it up. I like to add it all together. Mix it up a little bit. Turn off the heat because that is ready. And there you go. That is a nice, quick breakfast that is very good for you. I might add a little bit more olive oil. And a few more of my favourite spices, just sprinkle over the top. And it's ready. Bon appetit.